Hey, what's up? Oh my god, you'll never guess what just happened to me. Shut up. What? No, add it to the list. Are you ready for this week's ins and outs? I'm ready, bitch. I'm on my way to the studio. Let's go!
Hello, everybody.
Hello and welcome to the pod
The first episode
of On the List.
of On the List.
This is the beautiful Samantha.
I'm Samantha.
And I'm Grace.
And welcome. Basically, Grayson and I decided to start a podcast because we just think we're funny.
And we have a lot to say. We have
We've got a lot to say.
We've got to be posting it in the close friends, or we might as well be sharing it with everyone.
Yeah, it's either one or the other, isn't it?
And we've
chosen to tell everyone.
Yeah, we're going to be telling
It's
you
either telling 30 people or telling a million.
the latest goss.
Ins and
What
outs.
we're thinking. Ins and outs. The ins and outs of the week.
Our experiences, dating. Grayson and I haven't known each other. This is a bit of a background story on who we are and how we've come about. So Grayson and I, it's almost been a 2 degrees of separation.
Always. It's the GC.
It's the GC. And if you don't know what the GC is, it's the Gold Coast in Australia. Very, very small town where everyone dates everybody.
Everyone knows everyone.
Yeah. Anyway, we met.
And
it was love at first sight.
yeah, we met through mutual friends, but Sammy was going into the skin clinic that I work at, working with one of my work wives. And as soon as we met, house on fire, Gemini Sag, like, oh my lord.
And then it was blah, blah, blah. I dated that guy. She went, oh, wait, what? And it was like, oh, but you've dated him too.
And then it just kept happening and happening.
And
we have the same mindset. Like, we have a lot of the same thoughts, but at the same time, polarizing. So there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot of considerations.
Yeah, so ins, outs, consideration.
Yeah. What's on your list this week, Sammy?
On my list this week, it was so hard. We've literally got notes.
Scrolling for days. We've got a lot to say.
Anyway, this week for the debut in and out, I am going through a bit of a moment at the moment where voice memos are my in.
Yeah.
They are my kryptonite. My in is voice memos, and my out this week is adding men to my close friends. And not men that I'm friends with, men.
I'm right there with you on this one.
Why did we do it? Anyway, we'll get into it. That's my out. I'm done with it.
My ins and outs for the week are my ins. I'm coming in with a bang, may I just say. I'm coming in.
True Grayson style.
You're going to love me or you're going to hate me. True Gemini form. So my ins are long distance international relationships, and my outs are kick-ons with strangers. Yeah. So, Sammy hasn't heard everything that I'm going to be going into today. Sammy hasn't heard, so it's the fresh, juicy goss. I've been holding off on telling her. It's been really hard, so we've got a live, real, raw reaction here.
Literally, I have been dying to hear this story. It's been a week.
I know.
And we've been voice memoing. I just can't tell you.
Who wants to start?
I'm dying to hear your bloody story.
Okay.
Sis.
So, on the weekend, I had a friend's birthday.
Wait, is this your in or your out?
We'll be going through it all.
Oh, okay, yes,
Went to a friend's birthday, wasn't planning on going out, flipped a coin as to whether or not I should go out. The coin said I should go out.
Well, if the coin said.
So I'm out in the smokers area, I'm having a suss around, seeing the merchandise, and there's these men standing next to me, and I overhear one of them say that he's not drinking.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're sober at Elsewhere? Like, sorry. And he's like, yeah, no, I'm doing 75 hard. And then all of a sudden
What's 75 hard?
It's like you just like do gym every day, like eat clean, like all this shit. So, you know, he's already painting himself as this man that you'll soon come to find out isn't quite true. Mm-hmm. His friend starts talking to me and I'm like, babe, I don't want to be talking to you. I want to be talking to your hot friend with a moustache.
Oh, moustache. I kid you not. It is, again, another kryptonite.
Kryptonite. All the girlies and gays know. All the girlies and gays know.
What is it? And it's because because much like, okay, we're side noting, but much like men that wear hats, it's what's under the hat. Much like men with mustaches, it's what's under the mustache. Like, I don't want to see your top lip because I will judge you instantly. It's your hands, your top lip, your hairline. I'm sorry, but
Fair.
small top lip is an instant ick for me.
Yeah, agreed. If you've got a small lip, get a moustache.
Get a moustache and I'd fuck you in half. Honestly,
It's that bloody simple.
it's honest. Yeah, it's a hack. It's a hack for those men.
So then I'm on the dance floor. Moustache man approaches me.
Oh, slay.
Starts chatting. He's like, I tell him that I'm starting a podcast. He's like, no way, I've been thinking about doing a podcast. This is like a sign. And I'm like, okay,
sure.
So we're spiritual. What are you doing your podcast on? Spirituality, mindset. I've just started doing TikToks. He was in the financial industry.
Yeah.
But he was depressed. So,
I mean, aren't we all?
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I've got to get out of it. I've got to figure out something else to do.
Not happy.
Fast forward, the night goes along. He's like, come back to mine. I'm like, oh, I don't know. Like, I think I'm just going to go home with my friends.
Yeah.
Gives me his number. I'm like,
Okay.
Where's the Instagram? He's like, oh, I don't have Instagram. I don't really use it. And I was like, okay, see?
Red flag. Although, like, as much as they know, it almost is our kryptonite because it's like
You're a cool guy.
you're a cool guy with no Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not all the girlies are
shit.
seeing it. Exactly.
That's exactly what I'm.
I was like, oh.
But no, they all have Instagram, but they need to have like 300 followers. No Instagram,
Yes.
red flag. 300 followers, chef's
And the
kiss.
shittest photos you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, terrible. From 2021.
Yeah, exactly. So then I go back to my friends. I'm like, to my friend, I'm like, should I go back? I don't know. In my head, I already know I'm going. So, get to his place or get the address.
yeah.
I'm like,
Oh, so he's already gone.
he's gone.
Oh, he left,
He's like,
gave
sorry,
you
I
a
didn't
number."
say like a proper goodbye to you. Just gave me a hug goodbye. Like, I knew you'd be coming. Like, strong, confident. I'm like, okay,
That's hot as
you're
fuck.
doing things to me.
Yeah.
Sends me the address. It's conveniently like 200 meters down the road from my house. So I was like, okay, perfect. I'll stop in at yours and then I'll walk home.
Yeah.
So then we're chatting. He's like, let's stay up here. Everyone else goes downstairs. We're chatting. We're finding like all these like synchronicities, and it's just like, you know, that classic when you're just absolutely had a night and you're like, wow, this is great.
He sounds like Owen Wilson. Wow.
Wow. Sitting on the couch, he's sitting across from me, and he goes, I just have to come clean about something.
Oh, for fuck.
And I literally was like, yeah, here we go. Buckle up, sis.
He's either got an STI or he's married.
Thank God to neither of the above. But he's like, I'm in a long distance relationship, international. So I'm like, okay, how'd you meet? How long have you guys been together? 5 months. We met overseas. She lives overseas. I haven't seen her, but I want her to come back here.
Right. Can I ask what country?
I don't know if it'll give it away.
Okay.
You
all right,
know?
leave it.
So I get all the goss. I'm on another planet. Like,
Yeah.
I'm to the moon, absolutely off my face. I know that this isn't right. And he's like, but I really want to have sex with you. And like, she's also the love of my life. And I'm like, well, which one is it? She
No,
can't
he
be.
literally said
She's the love of my life. Cooked. I hate men. And then he's like, I kind of want to have a bath. And then this bitch like goes to the bathroom, comes out. She's like, there's a huge spa bath in there. It's at his friend's house, who's right on the beach.
Right.
Generational wealth. I'm now interested in that friend. He's also really hot but quite handsy.
Oh.
Forbidden
This is
fruit.
when we're talking about forbidden fruit.
Yeah.
Add it to the list. Next.
Add it to the
it's
fucking
adding
list.
it to the list. It's the next. It'll be the next one.
Yeah.
Forbidden fruit.
So somehow I'm in the bathroom. I'm like, I need a shower before I get in this bath. This is weird. Have a
Yeah,
quick shower.
I don't love like a night out and then jumping straight in a bath.
No, I'm like, I'm crusty. I've got crusty demons
I've got-
everywhere. Next thing you know, I'm on top of this man in the bath, fully naked. Like I said to him, I was like, we're having a bath, fully naked. And he's like, yeah.
And then the confidence, I mean, has
Yeah.
to. Oh no.
While he is inside of me, he brings up his girlfriend.
No.
This then happens 3 more times, and I'm like, can you please stop? I keep forgetting.
No, what is he saying? Like what?
Oh, I don't remember, but it wasn't like you know, like, I feel so bad, and like,
What?
I know, and I'm like, okay,
you're either
stop
making-
spiraling.
Yeah, you're making this decision or you're not.
But it wasn't like really hot sex either. It was like, we're best friends and we're learning together. Like, we're just having normal chat throughout. Like, it's just, I'm like, yeah, because I'm so on another planet, it feels like a sausage between bread. Like, it just feels like a bit of nothing, you know? Especially on top also.
I hate on top. Put it, add it to the list.
Add it to the fucking list. Everyone needs to know, especially men.
Missionary.
I can't feel anything.
I can't feel anything. I'm honestly, all I can feel is the cramp in my ass cheek.
Yeah. And you fucking penetrating my cervix. It hurts.
I don't feel safe. And then I'm actually bending over over top of you, and you're doing all the work.
I'm hunched over like this.
And you're doing this, and it's literal. You can't be having a good time.
No.
I can't be having a good time.
I've got a double chin, like...
My tits look like an elf shoe.
Oh, fuck. So then we move to the bed, and then we're laying there. He's like, do you think I'm a bad person?
Oh my god.
I was like, babe, that's not for me to answer.
This is what's annoying.
Yeah, go and ask your girlfriend that question, you know? Ridiculous. I'm like, so you're going to tell her? And he's like, no. I would never tell her. And I was thinking, this poor 22-year-old girl, this poor
she's
child.
22.
Yeah, he's 29. Okay?
I mean, it makes a lot of sense.
And he's like, I want to see you again. I was like,
no.
Yes.
No.
Yeah. I want to see you again. And I was like, well, that's absolutely not happening. This is like, I just don't care, you know?
Yeah.
Like, this is just like a one-time thing for me. Haven't heard from him since, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Thank God.
That's a win.
So, the reason why my in is international long-distance relationships, because men can't help themselves, and it makes me feel good about myself because I'm not being a shit person. Yeah, I could have said no, but also it's not my problem.
Yeah,
I'm not in the relationship.
I agree.
You could paint me as the bad person, or it's the bad thing to do, which, yes, I understand it is, but at the same time, I don't really care. I'm here for me and me only.
No, but you can't. And this is where it's like, we've both been cheated on before, and I think this is a very controversial topic in the sense that people are like, oh, but it's like, you know, girls have to back girls and you can't be a homewrecker and all this bullshit. But it's also like, we don't have loyalty, and it took me a long time to realise the girl that my ex cheated on me with, she doesn't have loyalty to me. She doesn't know who the fuck I am.
Exactly. I don't know this girl.
Nah. Well, it's up to him to be loyal to his relationship, and her to be loyal to their relationship. Their shit is their shit. I'm sorry, but if like, nah.
I also just can't believe I didn't see the signs early before that. Like the Instagram thing, he opened his phone not long later and Instagram was like open, and I was like, you do have Instagram.
Oh,
You're a and he's like, no, but I just don't use it that much.
Lying,
like, just drop it.
Lying.
So I was like, okay, you know, la 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 la. Just completely out of it. Upon reflection, I was like, it's all making sense.
Do you know how many times I've been blocked because men will meet me out to flirt with me? One asked me to go to the beach because he is from Brisbane and staying at a friend's house. Mm-hmm. No, he was like on the Gold Coast. Added me on Instagram, got home, by the morning, blocked. Because I looked at his Instagram that night, girlfriend.
Yeah, they know. They know. The dirtiest little dogs.
And then I'm feeling like a piece of shit because I'm blocked.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the girl that's now like blocked.
Yeah.
Because I'm crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, I said, what? Huh?
Exactly. It's not me.
And
it's
also,
you.
Imagine if I slept with him on the beach.
Yeah.
What a story, too.
See? Content. And that's the good thing about starting this pod is now nothing we do
makes me sad.
Yeah, because we're getting content.
Yeah.
Don't go to kick-ons with strangers is the message, and long live long-distance relationships. She's not the love of your life. I know she's not.
She can't be.
She can't be. She can't be if you're like, oh, I just want to have sex with you so bad. Disgusting.
Yeah. He's out.
He's out. He's out.
Speaking of long distance relationships, I fully back that through coming to my end. So
voice memos.
Voice memos. So we've been talking, this is a bit about trying to let a man see you before they meet you, right? Mm-hmm. Like really understand you. So you and I were both very vivacious humans.
Incredible.
We must come with a warning.
Yeah.
It's almost like a handle with care moment before you meet us.
Not quite fragile, but almost
flammable.
highly
flammable. So I recently had again another this is another side note story, but I'm having an urge to go to New York. I'm having an urge to live in overseas moment. So I changed my Hinge to New York City.
Yeah.
And
didn't even know you could do that.
wait, I thought you had
I was like, you're on pro?
I thought you had to pay for it too.
Yeah.
So I thought all these weirdos that were like matching with me in different countries were paying for it. I was like, ew.
Yeah.
No. And then I thought maybe Hinge was just giving it to me for like a week and then they'd take it from me.
You're a
and be
little
like, you
beta
have to pay for like you've run out of roses.
Yeah.
You've run out of kilometers, sis.
Nothing worse.
Nothing worse. So anyway, match with this gorgeous little photographer. We're going to call him Lonely Boy because he lives in Brooklyn. And we met, we went to Instagram because I get straight off Hinge, straight to the gram. Got to check it out. This is a green flag, I think. No photos of himself, but all photos of like his work.
Yeah.
So it's
Absolute
giving, I don't
profile.
care about Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm not here.
This is a business profile.
This is a business profile, but it's also my personal.
Yeah. Rude.
Might be him. Anyway, so we're on like talking on Instagram, and I go straight to the voice memo because international, straight to it because I'm Australian and I know Americans
love an accent.
They love an Australian accent. Europeans don't fuck with it, don't care about it.
They've got so many.
They don't care, and for the French are like ew. Whereas for us, the Americans, mwah, chef's kiss, love us. So I'm going straight to voice memos. So now I'm like obsessed with him, and we just talk back and forth. But now I'm doing it with everyone. So all of the men, I am
all of them, every single one.
that I'm pawning right now. What would you say? That I'm collecting currently.
Collect them all.
Collect them all. I am literally voice memoing all of them. And it's almost an indication of, I don't know if it's an ick or something when they can't keep up with it.
It's a test. It's a test. Can you keep up?
Can you keep up? And are you off it if I say the word slay? Do you have banter?
Yeah.
Because there's nothing worse. I'm not a pen pal gal. I don't like texting. It's just not it.
No, it takes so long. I'd much rather just press a button and go.
And then have all your thoughts.
Yeah.
And it's good when they get involved. It means they're committed.
Yeah.
But I've been on dates where there's fucking no banter.
Yeah.
Because I go straight to the date because I don't want a pen pal. And I'm like, if we'd voice memo, would never have had this issue.
Yeah, we're not here to waste time.
We're not here to waste time.
I love when you send a voice memo and a guy replies back with one. It's like you've ticked. I've been talking to this guy recently and I sent him one voice memo and he left me on red.
You know what? It's happened as well.
Yeah.
Try before you buy.
Exactly. What's a girl to do?
Fatima Yamaha. Great song. So that's my in. We're absolutely slaying. We're still talking to our little lonely boy. And yeah, I can't wait for him to wake up. Time difference is great. I wake up to like a little beautiful husky American boy.
And you guys, they'll send one after the other and it's just like, it's so
gorgeous.
beautiful.
It's
Get back
gorgeous.
to it when you can, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, mwah, love
It's
it.
that easy.
It's so
Don't
easy.
overcomplicate it.
then-
Don't overthink it.
No, and then another one goes, he goes, I'm not an influencer. I can't do the voice memo thing. So then sends me back 4 paragraphs in the one message. So I'm a triple messenger.
Yeah.
So already I'm like, okay, now I have 4 points and about a 200-word essay to literally reply to.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's not happening. So that's that. So my out is much like trying to give them a try before you buy. We'll keep the voice memos, but the adding men to your close friends, we've all done it.
I've got a real issue with this one. I need to learn my lesson. I'm adding men to my close friends before I've even met them. We'll have one decent conversation
Me
and I'm like,
too.
you want to see the real me?
Yeah.
You reckon you can handle this? Let's go, baby.
Literally, as soon as they give me anything, sometimes if I've not even spoken to them, they'll be added. And I just...
That's really something else.
It's not it. And then when they look at my close friends, I'm like, is it good? Or is it bad?
I need some feedback. You're just
100%.
watching them and I don't know what to think.
Or they'll leave me on red on a text message, watch my close friends. What's going on?
Nothing worse. I can see you. Do you not realize girls are constantly checking who's watched their stories?
I know.
And if you're not, you're a liar.
You're a fucking liar. I have way too many, this sounds wanky, but I honestly, close friends used to be like, if I know that you've got a pulse and I've met you in the eyes, or I know you're a real person because of friends of friends of friends of friends of friends, brothers, cousins, dog walkers, brother, I will literally add you to my close friends because I can actually go through it because it's like 100 people. Whereas my other views are just too chaotic. So I've added them all. Some are friends.
Yeah.
With one another.
Yeah.
And some are friends of people that I shouldn't. We're going to stop doing it.
Yeah, I really need to stop because all of a sudden I've lost so many potential chances.
We're showing too much too soon.
Meeting my future husband. But yeah, I need some sort of mystery, which I can't do because I just can't stop talking.
I'm an open book as well.
Yeah.
So, which I'm kind of like, the truth always comes out.
Exactly.
So I'm just like, why waste anyone's time?
Yeah.
If you think I'm a piece of shit, you best see it soon.
Yeah, well.
Welcome to the show, babe.
Yeah.
One thing I will say is they absolutely also know of this technique. So if you're a woman doing this to try and like get some extra attention, like they absolutely know. So I have a friend that literally said to me, I was talking to him, I was like, oh, are you seeing anyone? Or he's like, oh, like off and on, but she's real confusing. But then she goes and she added me to her close friends. And I get it.
Also, how good is it when a guy adds you to his close friends? You're like, I'm in.
Well, I literally, so it was an out adding men to my close friends. So I have so many people in, so I've got to literally get rid of them all now.
Yeah.
But the success rate of adding them has been quite good. I've been added to a few.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
I like
so
it.
it's like, it's an out, but to what extent?
I want to go all out now after hearing you say this and add every man to my close list just to see what happens because I want some attention. But at the same time,
it's like just good for...
Because a little dopamine hit, a little, say hi to me, tell me I'm pretty.
That's literally it. We talk about our little dopamine monsters, is our men in our phones.
Oh, yes. Friends. When you swipe up and they're all the little likes and you're like, my pretty.
Yeah, but then we spoke about this, how the likes don't slide into your DMs.
I know. We need to come to contact Instagram to tell them what's up.
Like, I understand that this feature, again, little dopamine hit, but you're also doing this thing where it's like, what do I do with the little tiny little red love heart?
Well,
it's not
Instagram
a
has a full,
starter.
like, if someone tags you in their, like, grid post, it'll, like, push it into your DMs, and it's like, well, I didn't need this.
Oh, that is disgusting.
Yeah, so why aren't we starting the little love heart into a DM?
Yeah, that's it. They've got the technology.
It's that easy. I could code it myself, I reckon.
Well, we're doing this.
We had MySpace.
Yeah, that is one thing I am noticing. So we've obviously gone and added all these people to our close friends. And prior to going public with the pod, we posted all the content on our close friends. And not the engagement, but the watch rate. So I used to have men that I'm pretty sure, again, very hard for me to know, but I'm pretty sure that some men, prior to adding them to my close friends, barely watched any of my shit.
Yeah. But
all of a sudden, they're
hungry.
I can see the freak out. And Grace and I have actually had very similar interactions with the same men.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you and Grace are starting a podcast.
Yeah, congrats.
Thanks, guys. What's it about? You'll see.
They are sweating.
And we'll obviously keep it anonymous. We're not here to be assholes. It's absolutely not the case, although all men are trash.
Sammy's whole contacts list is code names of men that she's like, been on a date with or whatever. Every single one of them. There's not one real name in there.
No.
So get ready for that.
Get ready for that.
Fucking
That'll
good.
be an in one day. I'll go through them all. They're
Code
quite
names.
creative. And the funny thing is I know exactly who they are, and they'll know exactly who they are.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. People are going to get upset by this. But the reality is, my guys, if you're listening to this and you're relating, going, sounds an awful lot like my experience with Samantha and Grayson.
It is.
Only you know that it is. Everyone else. I know, I've got a fanny wedge.
My tits are like down here.
I'm sweating.
I'm sweating.
But that's also, it's like, I also want to tell you this story, and I don't actually know that this will go to air, so we can decide.
Okay.
But it has to do with, maybe it's more the forbidden fruit, or maybe it's...
Forbidden fruit was in for my 2024's list.
Guys,
We just watched it back.
We watched it back. And we're gonna go with it.
First of all, we're sorry about the noise, the clipboard noises. We've lived and we've learnt, okay?
Yeah.
Won't happen again.
It's the ADHD and the fiddles. So yeah, we learned about the clipboards. I also know how to look at the video, and I have a toupee. Disgusting. So, without further ado, we're gonna wrap up this episode.
Yes.
Because next episode,
we'll be talking a lot more. My ins have something to do with the manifestation ideology.
Which is just quite important right now, and we think it's an important one for episode 2.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for the next episode. But thank you for listening if you made it this far. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, thanks for dealing with us.
Stay beautiful.
Stay gorgeous.
And
we'll be figuring out an outro goodbye very soon.
Absolutely. But for now, live, laugh, love, and
XOXO Gossip Girl.